Like the other iPhone 12s, the Pro Max has a new kind of angular look inspired by the iPad Pro, and I think this looks fantastic. But what is more important is that this Pro Max is slightly thinner than last year's big iPhone. If you break out the calipers, the differences are really minimal, but every fraction of a millimeter counts when we're talking about big phones that you're going to hold throughout the day. Long story short, this thing is just more comfortable to use than last year's model, and that's a pretty big deal. Apple also gets credit for managing to squeeze in an even bigger display. At 6.7 inches diagonal, this Super Retina XDR screen is the biggest that Apple has ever packed into an iPhone, and I find it both gorgeous and daunting. The gorgeous part is pretty self-explanatory once you look at it. It's plenty bright for outdoor use, even under the bright California sun, and it's even brighter when you're watching certain kinds of videos. It also doesn't hurt that it makes photos and videos look great thanks to its support for wide color gamuts and Dolby Vision HDR. The one real knock against it is that unlike basically every half-decent Android phone at this point, this screen only refreshes at 60 Hz. Leaks published before Apple's big event strongly suggested that the 12 Pros have everything they need on the hardware front to do this, they just don't. Maybe it's to prolong battery life in the company's first 5G phone, maybe it's something else, whatever. Apple gambled that people wouldn't miss it, and that's largely going to be true, but if you have experienced faster screens, it's just hard to go back to something like this. It supports the full swath of MagSafe accessories, though if I'm honest, wireless charging is still just too inefficient for me. If a portless iPhone is really what Apple is working towards, I am going to be super pissed. It also just plays nice with just about all US 5G networks, which I'm really not going to dwell on here because high-end 5G phones aren't terribly new, and how good your experience is depends on who your carrier is and where you use it.